Hi everyone. Today we are going to start with the next chapter, that is chapter 9, commercial mathematics. Now in commercial mathematics we are going to learn that how we are going to, while we are dealing, what we are getting, either we are having a gain or we are losing or something. Like for example, if I went to the market and I bought a washing machine which is of 10,000 rupees. When I bought it, amount is 10,000 rupees, and when I thought of selling it to somebody else, I thought of selling it of rupees 1100. I sold it. Firstly, I bought the washing machine of 10,000 rupees, then I thought of selling it of 11,000. Now if you will see, I'll get here a profit. Profit will be of 1,000. I bought of 10,000 and then I sold of 11,000. Or don't go with this big number. Let us suppose I have took a pen. For example, I have bought this pen which is of 50 rupees. I have bought the pen of 50 rupees, but I decided to sell it of 60 rupees. So now I'll gain some amount, right? And the gain will be of 10 rupees. Okay. Similarly, now if I am going to buy this pen of 50 rupees and I thought of selling this of only 40 rupees or 30 rupees. For example, I bought this pen for 50 rupees and I thought of selling this pen for 30 rupees. Now I went to the market, I bought for 50, but I have sold to my friend for 30 rupees only. That means I was on a loss of how much rupees? 20. It was a loss of 20 rupees. So in this commercial mathematics, we are going to learn about when you people get the profit, when you people get the loss. Okay. Now let us start with this. When we buy, we talk about the cost price. Here when I gave you the example of the pen, this bought means I am talking about the cost price of the pen. And when I sold, that means I am talking about the selling price. This is the price at which I sold this to my friend. When I bought, it is the cost price. When I sold, that is the selling price. Cost price means the price at which an item is bought from the market or from the shopkeeper or somewhere else. Selling price is that the price at which an item is being sold. Okay. So till now, I hope that these two terms are clear to you. What is a CP? What is an SP? We are denoting cost price with CP in short term and selling price with SP. Now on the basis of these two terms, out of knowing that which one is the greater one, we can get to know that whether we are having the profit or whether we are having the loss. Now when my selling price is greater than the cost price, that means here if you are going to see this example, you can see that my selling price is greater than the cost price. Because I sold for more, that means I got to have a profit. So when selling price is greater than the cost price, I always have a profit. And to find the profit, what is the amount of profit? I am going to subtract these two. That is, I am going to subtract SP and CP. I am going to subtract these two. This is the formula for profit. The same case, now let us take the type 2. This was the first one. So with the first, this table was there. With the second one, this is the second table. So with the second table, this is going to come. Here, I have seen that my selling price is less than the cost price, or I can say my cost price was greater than the selling price. I bought a pen of 50 rupees and sold it for 30 rupees. So that means I was at a loss. So when CP is greater than SP, then we are having a loss. That means I am going to subtract these two, and obviously when we are subtracting, the bigger number comes first. So here CP is greater. So I am going to subtract, and this will be CP minus SP. Okay. That's how we are going to find the profit and the loss. Now on the basis of these, we are going to do some questions. And before that, on this page, there are some formula which we are going to use in the exercise questions, which are last two questions, F and G part. But when we will be doing those questions, then only we will be revising these formulas, what these are. Till now, you just have to learn the formula of these. Okay, now the next comes is the loss percentage or the profit percentage. Till now we have got to know that how you are going to find the profit, how you are going to find the loss. Now what if I have to find that how much percentage of profit I have got? Percentage if I have to find of my profit, or the percentage of loss if I have to find, then for that I am having a formula, and the formula is, for profit percent I am having a formula which is profit upon CP into 100. Now why this is there? See, we have to find the profit percent, so profit will come in the numerator, CP will come in the denominator, because on the basis of CP we are able to identify whether we have got the profit or we were at loss. Here I was able to tell you that I was at a loss. Here I was able to tell you that I was at a profit on the basis of CP, because 50 was the fixed amount which I have bought from the market, right? So CP is going to be the only measurement on which I am going to identify that whether I have got profit or loss. So that's why in the denominator CP will come, and since we have to find the percentage, to find the percentage we always divide by multiply by 100. Similarly for loss percent, again we are going to find the loss, so loss upon CP into 100. So this is going to be the second formula. So till now we have done 4 formulas. The first formula was of the profit. Profit is equals to SP minus CP. Second was of loss, means CP minus SP. Third is the profit percent, and the fourth is the loss percent. Okay, these were the 4 formulas on which we are going to do the questions of the exercise 9.1. Now in 9.1 exercise we are having this table. In this table, find the profit or loss and then complete the table. That means, what is the meaning of this? The circle ones are the answers which you have to find. Okay, the circle ones are the answers which you have to find. If according to the SP or CP you are having profit, you will be finding the profit percent. If on the basis of CP and SP you are having loss, then you will be finding the loss percent, and the rest will remain blank. If here is profit, you will find profit percent, then there is no need of loss and loss percentage. Here in the B part, I was having loss, and so that's why I will find the loss percent. So there will not be any need of profit or profit percent. Got here, we will not be any need of these. So I am putting a red sign here. Right? Now let us start solving these. Question number 1, A part. Now in A part, start writing whatever is given to you. And from that, we are going to apply the formula to find out whatever they have asked us. CP is 5,000. So I'm going to write CP, I have written 5,000. SP is given to me 6,000. So the profit also they have given already 1,000. But you can clearly see that we are getting to have a profit. How? Because this SP is greater than CP. When SP is greater than CP, we are always having a profit. And profit was already given 1,000 rupees. So I have not calculated, it is just 1,000 I have written here. Now if profit is 1,000, then that means I am going to find the profit percent, and the formula for profit percent is profit upon CP into 100. Always write the formula. What is the profit now? 1,000. So I am going to write here 1,000. Instead of profit, I will be writing 1,000. What is the CP? 5,000. So divide by 5,000 and then multiply by 100. Cut the zeros with the zeros. 5 ones are 5 20s are. So what is profit percentage? 20%. So that means here answer will come in this blank. What will come? 20%. Okay, so this was your question number 1, first part. In your book, this table is given to you, but I want you to solve it. You have to show it that how you have found these values. The B part is, in the B part, your CP is given 6,200. So I'm going to write here the cost price 6,200. Next is SP. What is SP given to me? 6,000 it is given. Then if you can clearly see, then out of these two, CP is greater than SP. When the cost price is greater than SP, we always have a loss. Okay, and what is the formula for loss? CP minus SP. What is CP? 6,200. Minus SP. What is SP? 6,000. What is the loss? 200. So this is the loss. So you can fill here loss is 200. So that means the profit blank will come. At the place of profit, blank will come. Now since we have found the loss, we are going to find the loss percent. And the formula for loss percent is loss upon CP into 100. What is loss? What is the value of loss? 200. What is CP in this question? 6200. Multiply by 100. 0 cancelled with 0. 2 ones are, and this will go on 31. So the answer will be 100 upon 31 percentage, and I have calculated it. This came out to be 3.22%. That means my loss was of 3.22 percentage. Okay, so you can see the solution here of B part. You have to, from the table, check out which value is given to you. From that value you are going to find the profit or the loss, and then you are going to find the profit percent or the loss percent. Okay, now let us do the C part. Now in the C part, if I'm going to see the table, in C part I have been given CP 2400, profit I have been given 400. So firstly, if profit is given, it is very clear I have to find the profit percent. But to find the profit, if they have given, we should be knowing CP and SP also, and SP is not given, so I'm going to find SP. Okay, now profit formula is SP minus CP. What is profit? 400. What is SP? We don't know. Minus 2400, because cost price is 2400. SP we have to take out. Minus 2400 will go to this side. It will change to plus 2400 plus 400. This will be 2800 equals to SP. So the selling price is 2800. In the blank you will be filling this 2800. Okay, now next is profit percent. SP we have took. Now we have to find the profit percent. Now what is profit percent? Profit upon CP into 100. What is the profit? What was the profit given? 400. So you are going to write here 400 upon CP. What is the CP? What is the value of the cost price? 2400. Multiply by 100. 0 cancelled with 0. 4 ones are, 4 6 are 24. Then these two are getting cancelled on 2. On 50 this will be cancelling on 3. So it will be 50 upon 3. When you will divide it, you will be getting 16.66%. Or you can round it. It will come out to be 16.67% also. So this is also correct and this is also correct. Both you can write here. Okay. So you can write 16.66 or 6.67 also you can write. It will be same. D part, try to do by yourself. You can see the solution of the C part, how I have done. This is B and C part. You can pause the video to note it down. The next D part you will try by yourself, because this is same. In this you are going to find the SP firstly on the basis of this. The only difference is in that C part profit was given, now loss is given. And if loss is given, you know it, that means CP, cost price, is more. So CP minus SP it will be. Okay, then on the basis of that you are going to find it. Then loss percentage you are going to find. Right? Now E part. Now in E part, you can see that CP is not given to me. I have filled it, so CP is not given to me, right? So I'm going to write here CP is equals to question mark, because I have to find it. Next, what is given? SP is given. SP is rupees 1590. So I'm going to write here SP value 1590. Profit is given to me 190. So I'm going to write here profit is equals to 190, right? That means the next term I'm going to find is the profit percent. Okay, now on the basis of this information, let us take out the CP. Now what is the formula for profit? Since I have been given profit, the formula for profit is SP minus CP. What is profit? 190. What is SP? 1590 minus CP. Now this CP is in negative, so I'm going to take it to the other side and it will become positive. And this will 1590 will remain as it is. But I want this alone. So 190 will go to other side. 1590 minus 190, and this will give rupees 1400. So CP came out to be 1400. Fill it in this blank. It is going to be 1400. And now the next, we have to find the profit percent. For profit percent, the formula is profit upon CP into 100. What is profit? 190 upon CP 1400 into 100. 0 is cancelled with 0. Okay, and then we are going to subtract these, or we are going to divide this on the table of 2. 2 7s are 14. It will go on 95. The 95 upon 7, and on solving this the answer will come 13.5%. Okay, so 13.5% is the answer of profit percent. So this was the E part. You can see the E part. Okay, now let us do the next question. This was your complete question 1 A part. In the book only table is there, but I want you to write all the parts in the notebook. Draw this table the same way, the way I have done in the notebook. Now let us move to question number 2. We will be doing only 2 parts of question number 2, first part and the second part. Okay, and the rest we will be doing in the next video. In question number 2, they are saying you have to solve the word problems. Now the first part is, if the cost price of an article is rupees 9684, that means they are saying that if a person has gone to the shop and he has bought some article means some item or something he has bought, cost price of that is rupees 9684. This is the cost price, and it is sold at a loss of 684. So he sold it, but he got a loss of 684. Find the selling price of the article. You have to find the selling price of the article. So how you are going to find? Simply, you know loss formula. You have been given loss. So the loss formula is whenever CP is greater than SP, that means we are going to have loss. So CP minus SP. What is CP? 9684. What is SP? We have to find it. Keep it as it is. And what is the value of loss? 684. Okay. Now SP I have to find. So I'm going to take it to this side because it is negative. And this is 9684. This 64 will come to this side, minus 684. Answer will come 9000. So the selling price is how much? 9000. See the solution. CP, loss, SP you have to find. Apply the formula of loss. Put the values. Find the value of SP. So at the end you will write selling price of the article is rupees 9000. And this is the solution of A part. Right? Now let's do B part. Rohan purchased a t-shirt for rupees 200. Now if you are going to see 2 words, first is bought or buy, or you are going to see the word purchased, then the meaning of these means CP. If somebody has purchased or he has bought, that means you are going to see the word CP. So Rohan purchased, that means CP of a t-shirt for rupees 200 and sold it. And sold means SP. When you are going to see the word sold, that means it is going to be SP. Okay. And sold it for rupees 250. You have to find his profit or loss percent. So CP of the t-shirt is given 200. Selling price also is given 250. You have to find the profit or loss. For finding the profit or loss percent, before finding the percentage, you need to find the profit or loss. And you can see that SP is greater than CP. When SP is greater than CP, it is profit. So SP minus CP, 250 minus 200, this will give you rupees 50. Now you are going to find profit percent. For finding the profit percent, write the formula. Profit upon CP into 100. Profit just now you found 50. CP is how much given? 200. It is already given. Multiply by 100. Cancel it. You will be getting 25%. So this was your profit percent, 2500. Complete this exercise till question number 2 B part in the notebooks. Okay. Thank you.